Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name's Michael A. Vidoriti and I welcome you to the place where we review movies and break them down if there is something specific. Before I get started, remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel and comment below about this review. Alright, let's jump right into it. Today's movie, it's a movie that I saw in a movie theater actually yesterday. It's a new movie, therefore it's a 2020 production year, Minari, and that's it is an American-US production, but it's actually from Korea. It's the director, it's Mr. Lee Isaac Chung, director and writer. One of the producer, executive producer, if I remember right, it's Brad Pitt. And what else is to say? It's a 2-hour long movie, almost 2 hours. The movie has won one Golden Globe as a best foreign movie. The actress Yoon Yo Jung has won an Oscar for Best Actress in Not a Leading Role. It has been nominated for Oscar as a Best Film, Best Director, Best Actor for Steven Yeun, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Song. And others also British Academy Film of Television Arts, and also other awards that it has been nominated or it has won. So it's great movie. The movie is basically about a family, Korean family, that moves from California to Arkansas because the father, the husband wants to start a farm and plant vegetables and just do farming. So he has acquired, he bought a place, a terrain, and while still he and his wife are working, he starts to build the place. There's a beautiful scene at the beginning when they arrive and they see the house, which is actually like a big camper house. It's actually like a big camper house on wheels. And the beautiful scene is that the husband says to everybody when they're inside, hey, wouldn't it be nice that for the first night, we sleep all together on the floor? And they of course refuse. It is a beautiful scene because at the ending, the very final scene, it's really this that's happening after everything happens. So what you see is he starts with his farming, but before he starts with the farming, I would say the catalyst, the inciting incident comes very fast at the beginning of the movie. After they set in, there is a tornado, or there is a storm with a tornado somewhere near them, and you see really there is a debate between the husband and wife. Should we stay? Should we leave? Should we go? It's everything. Should we go back to California? It's the price. It's crappy. The wife said, I thought it's better than this. It's really lower than I thought, and now there is a storm and everything bad and complicated. What we do? So everything they got over, And we could say Act 2, it's, or they remain, when they decide to stay, it's Act 2, when the mother of the wife, so for the grandmother, comes from Korea to stay with them there and help them with the house and with the children, so that they can work, but he, the father, husband, can actually start his farming. So you see he starts with the farming, and it seems that everything starts to work great. There's a guy there that's experienced in farming and helps him with the farming. In the midpoint where you arrive, you see this beautiful, really tough vegetable lines that have grown, and it's growing really good. And so the midpoint is the point where actually the hero, the character, cannot go back. He has everything in place. He has the vegetable, everything is growing. He has to sell the stuff. And the midpoint is also the place where it's typical, normally a low or a high point, a positive point. For him, it's a low point simply because a big order that he had to bring to a city at the last moment, right before they bring it, gets cancelled. And that's the place where the hero, the character, the father, starts to doubt. Of course, during the movie you see they get also involved in a church. They start to bond with people, and it seems that everything goes along nice. He farms. He has a problem with water. The water that he found on the ground, there was water, but it's no more there after a while, and he has to attach his water supply to the I think it's from the city, the official city supply, but he has to pay for this, and they have a problem. He uses all the water for the vegetables, but so they don't have water. Water doesn't come out anymore from in the house because he used all the water for the vegetables. So that's one problem. This is actually because at the beginning he decides to do things how he wants, with his, let's say, ego. He receives an offer from a guy that says, hey look, I can help you find water. I don't know if you've seen in the movie, it's seen that you have this kind of fork made from a tree, and you can use, there are certain people that can use this to find water. One guy says, I think for $300, helping him finding water. He says no, and he says then to the child, we are Korean. We Korean use our brain to do things, and then gets to find water that after a while finishes. And at the end, again, there's a beautiful payback scene where with another person, he gets to find water with this typical branched tree that it's used to find water. So it's a learning curve for the character from this side as well. So after midpoint, when everything started to crumble for him, not so good, the real point where everything kind of gets lost is it starts slowly but then gets more intense and more intense. It's the grandmother has an ictus. They have to bring her to the hospital. At the same time, they bring then, or a bit later, they bring her son to Oklahoma for a visit to a doctor to do a check of his heart. The child has a heart problem. Gets better, probably because they are on the land and in nature. But what you see in this scene is that the father cares really more about the farming and his product than for his child. And a scene later, it's really the same scenario where he finds a Korean store that's selling goods and food, and makes an agreement with the owner to bring him his vegetable, and he's super happy. And right after, when they exit the store, there's a discussion and really a debate with his wife, that she says, look, I saw in the hospital, but also here, that you care about the farming and your vegetables. You don't care actually about me and about the family. And you get also to see this because he literally says to her in one occasion, look, if the farming and the vegetable, if it doesn't get good, you can take the kids and go back to California if you want. You really see what's his goal, his intention there. When they come back from Oklahoma, what she does, the grandmother, she sets some of the things, garbage and I guess also some other stuff, vegetable, in fire. It's night, the fire spills over to a building that they have there where they store the vegetables, and everything gets in fire. They arrive, they try to save some stuff, but they almost get killed by the fire. You could think this is literally the all is lost moment. So grandmother has ictus, the one place of the farming, or regarding the farming, the storage, and all the vegetable that they had there is burned down. I was thinking, okay, they're probably gonna leave and go back to California. No, that's the point where they bond, where you see they bond stronger, and they start over again. They choose to stay there, and there's a beautiful scene, like I said before, that he starts with a guy to search water with the traditional ways. So he has learned at the beginning. You see, he's very egocentric. No, I use my brain. I do my way, and he has to go all over this stuff that happens in his personal life and with his family to really see how reality is and how he should do things. And that's the ending that happens. And the movie Minari is actually a leafy green vegetable that you see, that the grandmother decides to plant, not directly there on the farm, but a bit outside where there's a small river, and it's growing very good. And the final image is actually where you see the father and his son going there and taking the Minari. It's a beautiful story about a family. You see the struggles of they being immigrant, the struggle of wanting to start an own business, something completely new, working with nature, the struggle of interpersonal relationships between the wife and the husband, the child that have to blend into the culture in a new place, the struggle with the grandmother that gets sick. So there's a lot of elements. The movie feels pretty much quiet. It has not a lot of very, I would say, obscure or dramatic or action-packed scenes and scenarios, but it's a really nice movie. Let me know below what you think about this movie, if you've seen it. Give a like to the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.